It's okay. We're just practicing anyway.
Okay.
Which I do every morning. Okay. And we have a drum. We may do a little drumming and singing later. Rattle. This is all shamanistic equipment here. The rattle is for awakening the spirit and clearing our three-dimensional thought patterns. Thinking that we get caught up in our everyday world, the business world. So we fill the room with this vibration. Awaken all the spirits here, there, everywhere.
Oh.
Before we start, I'd like to say our program is about love, the love vibration. We project love to you at this moment, and we're going to be working with the tarot today. All the activity is with love.
What? We're recording.
That's okay. Understand that we're in Julia's home here, and there are other people that do walk through, and so if it's a distraction, we apologize, but it's reality, you know.
In these times of COVID.
Yeah. And so, each of you, whoever's watching, if anybody's watching, I want to smudge you as well. You just imagine that I'm there in your room with you and for you, helping you to balance your energy, spreading this love vibration everywhere. Yeah, you and you and you and you and you. All of you. Who are all of you people out there in the world? We're all one. You're my brothers and sisters. I have all of you inside me, and Julie has all of you inside her, and we're going to project healing, balancing vibrations for our brothers and sisters.
And if you're just signing in, if you have it or having any problems or you have any questions, you can call the Shamanic Arts Center at 970-200-LOVE.
970-200-LOVE. That's LOVE.
Is it?
So I hope you're all doing well. We're
streaming?
doing well here. Things are going just great. We're trying to pull it together and get this program going.
We could use some volunteers to help us out. We're trying to do it with limited expertise, and we're doing a pretty good job, I think.
Sorry, I got the smoke flowing. I wanted it to be seen on the screen.
Oh,
So this would be mystical and exotic, you know?
Yes, okay. And we do have someone monitoring the live feed, but if you have a problem, call us at 970-200-LOVE. And if you have any questions, there should be a chat box near that screen, but best is call the phone number.
Okay, so we can talk about the tarot a little bit.
Oh, well, yeah, last time we broadcast, we offered to do card readings to the first 2 or 3 people who send us a message saying they'd like one. And she will do tarot and I will do archetype cards. So just decide which type of reading you'd like to have, and we'll do a little short 1 or 2 card.
Yeah, in fact, we'll do a 3-card reading, and I'm going to do a reading right now for every person watching. This is for all of you. Max Julia's husband was just telling us what to do here.
If you look at the camera, then
Yeah, you look at the camera. He told me to look at the camera. I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do a reading. You can take it any way you want to in terms of your relationship with what's going on in your life right now, any difficulties, relationship problems. We're going to solve every one of them with these 3 cards.
By the way, she is a Choctaw shaman. His Choctaw name is Nita Elusa Lickchi. Alikchi. And so we took the last part and call him Chi.
Yeah, just call me Chi. And I'll call you whatever
you tell us
you
to.
vibe to me as your name. Okay, so Mike, you want to cut him? Mike is Julia's husband, and he's a part of the Shaman Center, one of the beautiful energies that's here. Okay, three cards. We'll start with the past.
High Priestess.
The High Priestess is the first card. This is the past.
Mike, you're cutting off my face.
There we go. We're all just kind of adjusting to this camera thing, so bear with us. Okay, so the High Priestess is and represents the highest feminine principle in the universe. She is Bina in Hebrew, the Divine Mother. And basically what this is saying is in the past, the feminine energy has exploded, so to speak, in humanity. It's the female energy is in now. It's very strong. It's already been established. And even we men.
This is the recent past, right?
That's the recent past, yes. That we men have to begin honoring our female side and balance it out with all of our male energy. And for the women, it's about honoring who you are, that deep, magical, powerful goddess within you. The goddess energies have been, and the angelic, feminine angelic energies have been hitting us astrologically. And yes, we're moving into a feminine paradigm where Earth and living on the Earth is going to be a heavenly experience. And we're going to be getting along better. We're going to be loving each other more. And we're going to be taking care of our children and our grandchildren like a good mother. The next card is the Empress card. Let's see, here we go. Okay.
Hold it up to the camera. It might work better. No, getting a light glare off something.
Anyway, that's the Empress. This is key 3. And the Empress is springtime. It is fertility. It is creative energy. It's about starting new things. The Empress is pregnant. Pregnant with child, pregnant with creative ideas. This is the feminine energy coming alive now in you. Now, please understand that personally, I'm sort of not here, so I can't say personally how I feel about feminine energy. I'm just channeling the information about these cards. We shuffled them, we cut them, and now we're laying them out. Okay? This is the awakening, the birthing of that first card. This is the new feminine paradigm, the new earth. It's happening to you. And what do you get? The world.
That's a good one.
This is literally higher divine consciousness. This woman is dancing in the sky with a green wreath around her, and she is totally free. The feminine energy is freeing, it's balancing, and it's loving. And this woman is dancing through the world with all those high vibrations. This in Hebrew, this is the Hebrew letter Tav, which relates to higher consciousness and the balancing of female and male energies at a perfect equilibrium. So I didn't choose these higher cards, they just popped up. And you can take this information and put it wherever it fits for you. So, anybody that's watching, we're giving free tarot readings. For anyone that has a question. So feel free to call in. If you watch this later, you can call in later when you're watching. For now, I put that out for you. And
again, that number's 970-200-LOVE 5683.
And then talk about your deck a little bit. And,
okay, I will do that as soon as I have it in hand. In the meantime, I'd like to, it's under that. I'd like to announce some classes that I'm having, and I'm teaching a class called the Archetype Collage. And for the very first class, she has donated his much loved and used old tarot deck.
45 years.
Whoever signs up for the first class will get to participate in that project.
Wow.
Those classes will be at the Creamery Art Center in Hotchkiss. You can sign up there, or you can sign up at shamanicevents.com. And those will be on Mondays at 3, or, you know, it'll be one Monday a month at 3. If you have art classes that relate to shamanism that you are interested in giving, please contact me. We can get you on the bill too. And did you get my deck of archetype cards?
Yeah, they're right there.
Oh, right here. Okay, so these archetype cards will tell you, same as the tarot cards, in the past, most recent past, what was the archetype that was most active. And this one's the mystic, and it'll tell you their light and shadow attributes. And then the next.
Why don't you read that?
Okay, so the mystic, the light attribute is revels in intimate union with the divine. That's the mystic. And the shadow attributes are delusional rapport with the divine. I should have shuffled these before I started doing these, but
this mystic is a very, very heavy card.
yeah.
Rebels in intimate union with the divine.
I did
Sounds like a rebel.
that. Rebels.
The rebel
Okay.
angels.
And so the next one would be your where you're at right now, which in this one I just drew, it's the gambler. And the light attributes are the gambler is willingness to follow intuition when others doubt you. And the shadow attributes are relying on hack rather than hard work. Oh, luck. I read that wrong. It's real light. Relying on luck rather than hard work. So it sounds like if this applies to everybody, you may be faced with trying to decide if your gambler or your gambler archetype is delusional or if it's for real. And I would recommend you back to some of our videos on YouTube where we have a woman describing how to question your intuition and figure that out. And then the third one that came up for this is Femme Fatale. The lights shine, glaring off of it. Could you move that lamp over there so it doesn't glare? I hope you can see that. Looks to me like it's glaring, but maybe not. So the light attributes are highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. And the shadow attributes are inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. So that's what's coming up for you. Women, it sounds like that's for you, but no, everybody has a feminine side. So we're all
a lot like me.
Yeah, we're all doing stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's heavy stuff.
Mike?
What's an archetype?
An archetype is an innate pattern that we're born with a tendency to activate that pattern. And so you're born with that tendency, and when the conditions are right, different people you're around or situations you're around will activate that archetype, and those experiences will be added to your particular take on this. Like everybody's gambler's not the same. Everybody's mystic's not the same. Yours will be unique to you, but the tendency to have that archetype, and you also share everybody's archetype goes into the collective unconscious. So you have a shared archetype and you have your personal relationship to that archetype. So in other words, if you had a mother who was cold and detached, that might be in your archetype of the mother. But you would also have the collective, which is much different. So you would have a little dichotomy going on there. And you can work that out in archetypal therapy, which is what I consider this archetypal collage class to be. So
every label that we use when we call ourselves something is an archetype. You're a father, you're a mother, you're a teacher, you're Superman. Those are all archetypes. There's divine archetypes, normal, regular archetypes, and the devil is an archetype, for example. God is an archetype, so on and so forth. Everything that you can conceive of as something that you can be is a subconscious archetype that you're holding in your mind.
Here's one, the Messiah. The Messiah is an archetype.
Yes, and we're going into messianic consciousness here too. I mean, I seriously do believe that the energy of the messianic, this is a very Jewish mysticism, but I believe in this consciousness, and I believe that it's time for it to come forth. And what that means is that the Messiah within a lot of people may start waking up.
You have that card still?
And there could be a lot of Messiahs. Maybe a Messiah for every culture, who knows? But yes, Messianic consciousness is in the air.
And she is reincarnation of several Jewish rabbis. So if he doesn't sound too much like
A
Nita,
Native American Indian.
doesn't mean he isn't. He
Yes.
is Choctaw.
I grew up on the Choctaw Indian Reservation in southeastern Oklahoma.
Shamanic Arts Center. This is Julia.
And very much Choctaw. But also very Jewish.
And
And I'm a white man too. I'm Irish, half Irish.
hi, Joy. Did you have a
Hi.
question or did you want a reading? Okay, we're reading for Joy Rainbow.
Joyous Rainbow.
Joyous Rainbow.
Thank you
Okay.
so much for calling.
I'm going to go ahead and hang up because I'm getting some feedback. Okay.
So, Joy, how are you doing?
I'm going to hang up now and let you watch over the.
And I'm going to let Julia cut the cards. And Joy, this will be 3 cards. The first card will be the past, the second card, the present, and the third card will be the future. So, for the past, we have the 6 of Wands. And, okay, there you go. And the 6 of Wands has to do with getting things together in your life, gathering things together so that you can be more organized and get things done and not be interfered with, we'll say. And this person is on the horse here is a woman, could be a man. It's not gender related in a sense, but for you it'll be a woman. And so she has a wand and she's riding her horse forward, and there are other wands, which implies that in the background there are other people that kind of honor some of the things that she does and appreciates who she is, and will kind of follow her in some ways because they see her as a leader in a way, although the person on the horse doesn't see herself that way at all. She's just doing her knitting, her
Weaving.
her weaving, and to her that's just her life. Okay, but others see you as a very powerful person in what you do and what you can accomplish, and that you really stick to certain things that you believe are correct for yourself. Okay, put that card down and draw a second card. This is now or about to unfold for you in the present. And this is the 2 of Cups. And it's a young man, a woman, in a way, exchanging cups, touching cups, coming together. And you have the caduceus above it, which basically is the alignment of the 7 chakras that lead to spiritual awakening. And it's essentially saying that you could be connecting with someone in a very powerful way and link up with some of your ideas, your belief systems, who you know you are, and that person will be reflecting some of those things for you. So this is the present. And by the way, some of these cards are pretty deep that are coming up. If you have further questions, you can call me at this number that Julia gave earlier.
970-200-LOVE.
Okay. The next card is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is the third decan of Virgo, which is an earth sign. And this is the future. And this card is saying that there's all these options for you that's in the card here. But the card itself is a card of illusion. What that means is you have to be careful about what you're holding in your mind about who you are and what you think you want. You want to get clear and precise sort of clarity in your images so that you manifest not only what you want, but what you need as well. Okay? And the person standing and facing those seven cups, and by the way, cups have to do with heart and love and emotion, water, and very feminine. And these are all possibilities, but in a way, they're illusory. They're not necessarily real. But there's all these options, it's sort of the options that we have in life. Like when you're trying to accomplish something in your mind, you think of all these ways that you can do it, and then it starts getting complicated. And so you want to get clear about where your heart is longing for. And that's the third card. In summary, I would say that you set some things for yourself in the past that are actually pretty solid ideas about, when you ask the question, who am I and what do I want? But in the present, there's a possibility of connecting with a soul-related connection. And basically, in this card, it's a man, you're the woman. But then the outcome is you have to be clear about what you truly want and what you desire and what you need in a relationship. Because there's all these illusions that could be coming up around what you think you want. So getting clear, meditation, I recommend meditation daily. Take some time where you just sit or lie down, and I know you probably are doing this, and listen. Put your focus on listening. Okay.
Okay, and as you probably all know, the Traveling Shamans camp was canceled or postponed till next year because of the COVID virus, and so many people were disappointed by that. We decided to pivot and go online, but we're going to rename it because it's not the same as going camping. And we're calling it Love in the Time of COVID. It's the Love in the Time of COVID conference, streaming online at various times and locations from Toronto to Taos. And if you have a talk, a ceremony, or a workshop you could present online, contact us or volunteer at www.shamanicarts, that's with an S, .center. Center is a new extension, so that's all you need. Shamanicarts.center. and sign up as a volunteer and let us know what kind of a ceremony or talk or workshop you could record for the Love in the Time of COVID conference. And I think that
should
Mike-
we talk about the virus?
Yeah, we can. Just a minute, I want to tell them a couple of things I know is going to be there.
Okay.
Mike and I are going to renew our vows at a Celtic and fasting ceremony, and the whole thing will be recorded for you. That's going to be fun. And what are some of the others? You're going to do one, a plant ceremony, a plant medicine ceremony.
Yeah, every third Saturday at 4:20.
Yeah, we do that every third Saturday, but I mean for the conference.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, well,
we're having a conference.
we don't know for sure what we're going to have, but we already have volunteers from Toronto, Taos. We have a lot of people who really were disappointed about the camp. So stay tuned, sign up for our newsletter, postcards from shamans at our website, shamanicarts.center.
So I'm sure I'll be doing ceremony.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
That's just what I do.
And we have a woman who was going to do singing bowls, and that should be
Cami.
really nice, Cami.
And these singing bowls, it's all about sound vibration, and there's a bowl for every chakra or interplanetary center in the body, and this lady will tune you up to a high frequency and align you, and you become like a tuning fork, receiving frequencies from on high. When you meditate, you align with certain.
And Tanya Blacklight will be giving a Tantra workshop or some sort of a thing about Tantra. And we're trying to get Red Horse to do something with singing and drumming.
A Red Horse is a drummer, a very good drummer, and yes.
A powwow singer and dancer.
And he just gave me this hat. Doesn't it look good? Look at it.
It is
I mean,
a pretty cool hat.
It's a Red Horse hat.
Well, I guess I get it now.
Don't cut yourself out.
I cut myself out now.
A little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So, and if you are technical, especially to do with videos, and you're wanting to volunteer, we would love to have you.
Yeah, because we don't even know what we're doing.
Or if you have equipment like lighting to donate, because all we have is my lamps in my living room lamps, and they're kind of looking dark right now. We started out lighter, but the sun started going down. So we need some lights. We need a better mic. I'm not going to go on, but we need a little boom mic that comes down and out of sight and catches all the drumming and stuff.
Yeah, but we'll just do the best we can with what we have right now. And
How about doing a song for us?
yeah, where's the drum?
Could you get us the drum?
And so we smudged. Now we're going to call in the directions, and we'll start with a song of the directions. Get the vibration going, creating a circle of spiritual energy, and honor four directions in a different way. When the morning breaks and the sunlight warms my soul, in the east the eagle flies and the red tail proudly soars. I'm on my way. place of the spirit one. Grandfather, hear me now, I am on fire. Let the sun dance, guide my feet to your desire. Show me visions for my eyes, like whirling gold that shimmer in the sun. Hey, 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 hey. When the sun goes down and it grows too dark to see, I look within to the shaman's mystery. I'm on my way to die and live again. Grandmother, hear my cry, give me rest. I take my place with the woman of the West. Show me the raven and the bear, the way of herbs and the black obsidian. Hey, 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 hey. I turn toward the south, like the water I will run. Innocence and trust, the moon child song is I'm on my way to the place of the sacred plants, where the emotions and my will at their command. The turtle's voice is heard upon the land, and the wild coyote growl. The rattlesnake will call me to the den. Hey, 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 hey. In the deepest night, the stars watch over me. Oh, woman of the north, my mind seeks clarity on my way to the place of the northern wind, where the thunder and the lightning carries me. I lay my thoughts to rest as you take me on to sleep. The hawk is above my dream, white crystal magic medicine. Hey, 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 hey. And so I call in the medicine of the east, the eagle, the medicine of the south, the coyote, the medicine of the west, the black bear, the medicine of the north, the white buffalo, the creepy crawlers and the rock people from the below, the angels and elders and ancestors from the above, and we bring them all into this circle of power. So it is.
Oh,
Chickamauga,
come on.
shalom.
So, no one else wants a reading. How about questions? If you have any questions about anything that we do, we're planning to start a series on protective rituals, rituals you can do in specific situations. So, uh, basically, that's going to be offered to patrons. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, just give me a call at 970-200-LOVE, and I'll tell you how to do that. But that series we'll pre-record that. And
Can you talk a little bit about what a patron is?
oh, okay, a patron is somebody who just believes in what we're doing and wants to help support it and keep it going. The website, the scheduling, all sorts of little programs that we have to pay for cost money, and so you can support us by going to patreon.com/traveling shamans. And Patreon is spelled patreon.com/traveling shamans, and support the work that we do here. Many people think of this as a substitute for church and leaving a little offering in the basket. We're not a church. This is a practice, a spiritual practice, and everyone's practice is individual and personal to them. We won't tell you what to believe. You can be a Catholic and belong to our group. You can be anything. It's not a religion. We're not a religion. But if you could help us out by being a patron, we are artists.
And we're called a shaman center because we believe in shamanism. Shamanism is a spiritual practice of choice, personal choice. And first and foremost, it is that, but it's also related to the idea of going into other worlds, altered states of consciousness, and interacting in other dimensions and other frequencies, and being able to connect with certain helping spirits, energy forms in these other worlds for healing. We work with the earth, the sky. If there's an earthquake, we will journey. Journeying is one of the systems of shamanistic work. We will journey and work with the energies that are pouring forth from the earth, collect certain helping spirits there in that area. We also, in a healing capacity, journey and work on other people. And this journeying is a process of getting into an altered state, very much like dreaming. In fact, from an electroencephalogram, you would be probably working at a frequency that you would be at when you're asleep, when you're journeying. But this is going into the other worlds, the lower world, the upper world, the past, the future, and understand that this is very real. Of course, the past is real, you know that. So is the future. So anyway, it's a mystical process. It's even called a state of high ecstasy when you journey, and you have the power to work with certain spirits, and you have to learn how to develop a sensitivity to interact with these spirits. I call this the principle of connectivity, where we learn to connect with other energy forms that can help us do our work.
And it's also practical because it's called the Shamanic Arts Center, and that's because I'm a strong believer that all artists are shamans, and they travel to other worlds to get their artistic inspiration. And just a practical application for me is I was meditating about the painting I've started for Mike of some aspen trees, and I left a big space over on the side, and I kept wondering why I'd done that. And I was meditating, and I saw a white deer with horn, he was just glowing, a glowing white deer, and I realized, oh, he wants to be in the picture. He's going to be in the picture right there where I left that space. And it's practical for all sorts of things like that too. It's mystical and spiritual, but practical at the same time. And it just brings your spirituality into your work, which people can feel that. When we get better cameras, I'll show you the artwork we have here at the center, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, well, I guess we're about ready to wrap that up. If no one has any questions,
Yeah.
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being with us, and tune in next week, Thursdays at 7, and we'll go for 45 minutes to an hour. We would go an hour if we had more people wanting readings. So let's see now. Here we go with the technical problems, how to turn this off. I'm gonna stop that. We're still broadcasting.
Oh, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to honor all of the individuals who watch this, and thank you for plugging in.
Yes, thanks for coming.
And we love you very much.
Love, kisses, and